Helsinki, the capital of Finland, is a vibrant city where Nordic charm meets coastal beauty. Located on the shores of the Gulf of Finland, it boasts stunning architecture, rich history, and a thriving cultural scene. Some of the most popular attractions in Helsinki include the Suomenlinna Fortress, Helsinki Cathedral, Temppeliaukio Church, and Esplanade Park. Helsinki is known for its excellent public transit system, sustainable urban planning, and a mix of modern and historical influences. In this vlog, I will be visiting the most popular attractions in Helsinki, Finland. Helsinki is 80 kilometers north of Tallinn, Estonia, 400 kilometers east of Stockholm, Sweden, and 300 kilometers west of St. Petersburg, Russia. Helsinki has significant historical connections with all three of these cities. Helsinki is the third largest municipality among Nordic countries after Stockholm and Copenhagen. Helsinki has a fascinating history that reflects its transformation from a small trading post into Finland's vibrant capital. There have been settlements in the Helsinki region for thousands of years. Helsinki was a lively rural community in the Middle Ages, even featuring a stone church that represents, so to speak, the wow architecture of its time. The land and the sea in the region had served many generations. The first inhabitants in the Helsinki region appeared around 7,000 years ago. Founded in 1550 by Swedish King Gustav I as Helsingfors, Sweden hoped to create a lively trading city on the northern shore of the Gulf of Finland as a counterforce for Tallinn across the water. The residents of the Helsinki region already had a long tradition of seafaring at the time. Throughout the Middle Ages, peasants in the area had cooperated in equipping ships and bringing in their agricultural and forestry products to Tallinn, a member of the German Hanseatic League commercial community. Helsinki was founded with a view to establishing trade on the Baltic Sea, ideally in all possible directions, to the east, south, and west. After the city's original location proved too shallow for vessels to pass, the city's center was transplanted to its current location in the 17th century. While the population never rose above a few thousand up until the 19th century, Helsinki remained one of the largest cities in Finland at the time. Nor was it an insignificant one, as it was even within the reach of the entire Swedish Empire. During the 18th century in particular, when the mighty Suomenlinna Fortress was built at sea, Helsinki was a city known throughout the kingdom. Moreover, wonderful sailing ships from Helsinki would travel all the way to the Mediterranean and even to South America. After Russia conquered Finland in 1808 as part of the Napoleonic Wars, Helsinki was made the capital of the newly established Grand Duchy of Finland. It was designed, as was St. Petersburg, in accordance with the architectural ideals of antiquity. The University of Turku was transplanted to Helsinki, and the new capital city quickly grew. Towards the end of the 19th century, the city industrialized, a railway system was built, and the inner city tram line came into operation. Finland gained independence in 1917 in the midst of the First World War and the Russian Revolution. At the time of independence, Helsinki was not only the capital, but Finland's largest city. The city endured destruction during World War II, but avoided occupation, unlike many European capitals. Helsinki hosted the 1952 Summer Olympics, marking its emergence as a modern European city. Helsinki was named the European Capital of Culture in 2000 and the World Design Capital in 2012. Helsinki's history is deeply tied to Finland's national identity, blending Swedish, Russian, and Finnish influences. Its urban area is the third largest among Nordic countries after Stockholm and Copenhagen. Helsinki offers a mix of historical landmarks, modern architecture, and natural beauty. Here are some of the top attractions to visit in Helsinki. Temppeliaukio Church, a stunning church carved into solid rock known for its unique design and acoustics. Suosaari Open Air Museum, a charming island showcasing traditional Finnish wooden houses. Helsinki Cathedral, a striking neoclassical landmark that dominates the city skyline. Suomenlinna Fortress, a UNESCO World Heritage Site built by the Swedes in the 18th century. Finlandia Hall, a masterpiece of modern architecture designed by Alvar Aalto. Kaisiniemi Park, a peaceful green space in the heart of the city. Kaisma Museum of Contemporary Art, a hub for Finnish and international contemporary art. Design Museum, a must visit for those interested in Finnish design and architecture. Sitting on the edge of the Baltic, the modern cosmopolitan city of Helsinki is the World Design Capital for 2012. The beauty of the surrounding nature blends seamlessly with the high-tech achievements and contemporary trends. Walking tours of the city center show layers of history, while modern architecture and cutting-edge style stake the city's claim to the future. Use my link to plan your trip to Helsinki using TripAdvisor. The HSL ferry is the main public transport option for reaching Suomenlinna Fortress from Market Square in Helsinki. It operates year-round and is part of the city's transport network, meaning all HSL tickets are valid for travel. It takes about 15 minutes to reach Suomenlinna from Market Square one way. There are 1 to 4 ferries per hour depending on the season and time of day. Tickets must be purchased before boarding from ticket machines at the pier. They are not sold on board. You can also buy tickets on the HSL app. Suomenlinna Fortress, also known as Sveaberg, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located on a group of islands off the coast of Helsinki. Built in the mid-18th century by Sweden, it was originally designed as a defense against Russian expansion. Suomenlinna is a sea fortress which was built gradually from 1748 onwards on a group of islands belonging to the district of Helsinki. The work was supervised by the Swedish Admiral Augustin Ehrensvärd, who adapted Vauban's theories to the very special geographical features of the region. The landscape and the architecture of the fortress have been shaped by several historic events. It serves to defend 3 different sovereign states over the years: the Kingdom of Sweden, the Russian Empire, and most recently, the Republic of Finland. Covering an area of 210 ha and consisting of 200 buildings and 6 kilometers of defensive walls, the fortress stretches over 6 separate islands. The original fortress was built using local rock and fortified with a system of bastions over varied terrain. The purpose of the fortress was originally to defend the Kingdom of Sweden against the Russian Empire and to serve as a fortified army base. Sandbanks, barracks, and various other buildings were added during the 19th century Russian period. The defensive system was adapted to match the requirements of a modern fortress and developed in the 19th century using contemporary fortification equipment. After Finland gained independence in 1917, the fortress was renamed Suomenlinna and served as a garrison and harbor. The military rule of the fortress declined after World War II, and in 1973, the area was converted for civilian purposes. Since then, buildings have been renovated to serve as apartments as well as workspaces, to house private and public services, and for cultural purposes. Highlights of Suomenlinna Fortress include historical fortifications, as the fortress features impressive mansions and tunnels reflecting European military architecture of the time. The Suomenlinna Museum, which offers insight into the fortress's history and its role in Finnish defense. Submarine Vesikko, a restored World War II era submarine showcasing Finland's naval history. A Rensvard Museum dedicated to Augustin Rensvard, a Swedish military officer who oversaw the fortress's construction. The island provides stunning coastal views, charming cafes, and picnic spots. Today, Suomenlinna is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Finland and constitutes a district of Helsinki with 850 inhabitants. Helsinki Central Station is Finland's busiest railway hub and a striking architectural landmark in the heart of Helsinki. Designed by Eliel Saarinen and inaugurated in 1919, the station is known for its granite facade, clock tower, and its iconic lantern bearers statue, recognized as one of the world's most beautiful railway stations. The construction of the central station already started in 1905, and the station was used by approximately 200,000 passengers daily, making it Finland's most used building. It was also estimated that over 400,000 people checked the time when passing from the 48.5 meter high clock tower daily. The station is covered with finished granite, and its distinguishing features are its clock tower with the two pairs of statues, the lantern carriers by sculptor Emil Wikström holding the spiral lamps on both sides of the main entrance. Helsinki Central Station is a transport hub that serves commuter and long-distance trains, including routes to Turku, Tampere, and Lapland. The Route 10 Pori metro station is located inside, with several tram lines passing nearby. The station is a gateway to Helsinki's attractions, with Esplanadi Park, Senate Square, and the National Museum all within walking distance. The Senate Square is the historic heart of Helsinki, showcasing stunning neoclassical architecture designed by Carl Ludvig Engel. It is one of Finland's most significant landmarks, reflecting the city's transformation into the capital of the Grand Duchy of Finland in 1812. Key features of Senate Square include the Helsinki Cathedral, the square's most iconic structure, completed in 1852 and dominates the skyline. The Government Palace, built in 1822, it houses offices of Finland's Prime Minister and Cabinet. The University of Helsinki main building, constructed in 1832, symbolizing Finland's commitment to education. Söderholm House, the oldest building in central Helsinki, dates back to 1757. A statue of Alexander II, built in 1894, honoring Russian emperor's reforms that increased Finland's autonomy. The Senate Square and its surrounding buildings. The Senate Square and its surrounding form a unique and cohesive example of neoclassical architecture. The square is dominated by 4 buildings designed by Carl Ludwig Engel. Helsinki Cathedral, the government building, the main building of the University of Helsinki, and the National Library of Finland. The statue of Alexander II stands in the middle of Senate Square. Helsinki Cathedral is arguably Finland's most famous and photographed buildings. The oldest stone building is the Söderholm House, located on the southeast corner of the square. Today, the building hosts the Helsinki City Museum. The Esplanade Park and the Market Square are just a block away. The Senate Square hosts a sound installation called the Sound of the Senate Square. It's a modern version of the European glockenspiel, which can be heard every day at 1749 as it travels from one building to the next. The composition runs for 5 minutes and 18 seconds and is composed by Barry Vatsnainen and Jyrki Alakujala. Senate Square is a hub for cultural events, including concerts, Christmas markets, and art exhibitions. It has also been a site of historical protests, especially during Finland's struggle for independence. Combine a city tour of Helsinki with a ferry journey to Suomenlinna Island on this half-day excursion. Listen to a guided commentary while exploring highlights of Helsinki, such as Esplanade Park and Market Square. Hop on a ferry to Suomenlinna for a walking tour, including Jetty Barracks, Suomenlinna Church, and the Great Courtyard. Use my link to join this guided tour in Helsinki and Suomenlinna Fortress with Viator. Join a fantastic walking tour in Helsinki and visit popular attractions such as Senate Square, Helsinki Cathedral, Upenski Cathedral, Esplanade Park, and Helsinki Railway Station. This is a great introduction to Helsinki, blending history and culture all in one tour. Use my link to join this guided tour in Helsinki using Viator. Helsinki Cathedral is one of Finland's most iconic landmarks, standing majestically in Senate Square. Built between 1830 and 1852, it was originally named St. Nicholas Church in honor of Tsar Nicholas I of Russia, but was renamed after Finland gained independence in 1917. The first drawings of the cathedral was made in 1818, but it was in 1852 that the church itself was consecrated. Designed by Carl Ludwig Engel, the cathedral features a Greek cross layout, a green dome, and 4 smaller domes. The roof is adorned with sculptures of the 12 apostles, symbolizing protection over the city. Unlike its grand exterior, the interior is relatively modest, reflecting Lutheran traditions. The church is built in the shape of a Greek cross. The pediment rests on the 6 Corinthian pillars. The facades are decorated with pilasters matching the columns. The outside wall is further decorated with the reliefs of scenes from the life of Christ by an unknown artist. And above the main door, there is the Hebrew word for God. The statues of the 12 apostles adorning the north, south, east, and west pediments comprise one of the world's largest uniform collections of zinc sculptures. The central dome of the cathedral rises more than 80 meters above sea level. The cathedral hosts national and academic ceremonies as well as regular Lutheran services. Helsinki Cathedral is a must-visit destination in Helsinki. Esplanade Park, fondly called Espa by the locals, is one of Helsinki's most famous urban parks. Located between Arataja Square and Market Square, it serves as a lively gathering spot for both tourists and residents. The popular Esplanade Park is the most famous park in Finland and is the green heart of Helsinki. People come here to see and to be seen, to listen to music and watch performances, and to enjoy picnics. The park was originally by the principal architect of Helsinki, Carl Ludvig Engel. The park is characterized by an architectonic style with its straight tree-lined alleys and flower beds. The rows of linden trees on the either side of the park create a hall-like space. At the Market Square end of the park lies one of the most historic restaurants in Helsinki, Kapelli, built in 1867 and designed by architect Hampus Dahlström. Opposite Kapelli, Espa Stage, which offers concerts all through the summer from the beginning of May until the end of August. On either side of the stage is a pool with sculptures by Victor Jansen. Water Nymphs depicts a mermaid and child playing with a fish, and Hey There depicts a boy playing with a fish. Standing in the middle of the park is a statue of Johan Ludvig Runeberg, Finland's national poet and author of the Finnish national anthem, sculpted by the poet's son, Walter Runeberg. It was Finland's first public monument to be built in Helsinki. Restaurant Titari and Svenska Teatern, Swedish theater, dominates the Mannerheimati end of the park. 2 memorials can be found here. The first is to author, journalist, and historian Zacharias Topelius. The second memorial is to Finnish poet and journalist Eno Lieno. The park is a hub for festivals, concerts, and cultural events. It's a perfect place to relax, enjoy a picnic, or take a scenic stroll in the heart of Helsinki. The Uspensky Orthodox Cathedral in Helsinki is a stunning example of Russian Revival architecture and the largest Orthodox church in Northern and Western Europe. At the time of the construction of the Uspensky Cathedral in the 19th century, Finland was an autonomous Grand Duchy of the Russian Empire. The Orthodox parish of Helsinki was founded in 1827 and needed a larger church building for the growing Orthodox population. The construction of the Uspensky Cathedral was funded mainly through donations from the parishioners and individual benefactors. Architect A.M. Gornastejov designed the cathedral between 1859 and 1860 and initially led the construction work himself. After Gonostejov passed away in 1862, architect Ivan Barek was selected to continue Gonostejov's work. The design and construction of the Uspensky Cathedral took 9 years. The bricks used in the construction were transported from the Bormasund fortress in Åland, which was destroyed during the Crimean War. Built in 1868, the cathedral features red brick walls, golden cupolas, and intricate Byzantine-style details. Perched on a hill in Katadanoka, it offers breathtaking views of Helsinki's harbor. The cathedral's iconostasis, painted by Pavel S. Shilstoff, showcases rich Orthodox iconography. It remains an active place of worship and a major tourist attraction, drawing nearly 500,000 visitors annually. The cathedral is dedicated to the Dormition of Virgin Mary, and its name Uspensky comes from the Old Church Slavonic word for Dormition. Book a private walking tour of Helsinki and explore the city with a local guide. Discover hidden gems, visit iconic attractions, learn about Helsinki's history, and get insider tips on where to eat. See the main tourist sites where you want to see, as well as discovering areas and venues. Use my link to join this private walking tour in Helsinki using GetYourGuide. See the sights of Helsinki on a 5-hour guided tour and marvel at attractions such as the Sibelius Monument and an Esplanade Park. Take a ferry to Suomenlinna and explore the islands of the sea fortress on foot. See the main monuments and cultural landmarks of Helsinki. Learn about the eventful history of Suomenlinna Sea Fortress on a walking tour. Use my link to join this 5-hour sightseeing tour via GetYourGuide. Temppeliaukio Church, also known as the Rock Church, is one of Helsinki's most unique architectural landmarks. Built directly into solid rock, it offers a stunning blend of natural stone walls, copper dome, and skylight illumination, creating an extraordinary atmosphere. Key features of Temppeliaukio Church include Temppeliaukio Church is an architectural marvel designed by Timo and Tuomo Samalainen. The rough rock walls provide exceptional sound quality, making it a popular concert venue. It remains an active place of worship, hosting regular Lutheran services and events. Plans for the Temppeliaukio began as early as the 1930s, when a plot of land was selected for the building and the completion for the design was held. The plan by J.S. Siren competition to design the architecture of the church was interrupted in its early stages with the outbreak of World War II in 1939. For economic reasons, the suggested plan was scaled back and the interior space of the church was reduced to about 1/4 of its original design. Construction finally began in February of 1968, and the rock temple was completed for consecration in September of 1969. The interior was excavated and built directly out of solid rock and bathed in natural light, which enters through the skylight surrounding the center copper dome. The church is used frequently as a concert venue due to its excellent acoustics. The acoustic quality is created by the rough, virtually unworked rock surfaces. Temppeliaukio Church is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the city. 500,000 people visit it annually. The stone-hewn church is located in the heart of Helsinki. The entrance fee is €8 per adult. Tickets can be purchased at the front desk and be paid in cash or by most international credit cards. Temppeliaukio Church is a must-visit for architecture lovers and those seeking a peaceful retreat. Sibelius Park in Helsinki is a beautiful green space dedicated to Finland's most famous composer, John Sibelius. Located in the Talu district, the park is home to the Sibelius Monument, a striking sculpture designed by Ila Hilutinen in 1967. The Sibelius Park was named after Finland's greatest composer, John Sibelius, on his 80th birthday in 1945. Highlights of Sibelius Park include the Sibelius Monument, a unique artwork made of 600 hollow steel pipes designed to capture the essence of Sibelius's music. The park features rocky outcrops, tall birch trees, and seaside views reflecting Finland's rugged landscape. The Kalevala Monument is a sculpture depicting a scene from Finland's national epic, The Kalevala, created by Ari Alonen in 1946. It is a peaceful spot for picnics, walks, photography, especially in summer and autumn. Sibelius Park is a beautiful small park located in the heart of the city. The park is named after the famous composer John Sibelius, who was born nearby. The centerpiece of the park is a large statue of a young John Sibelius. The musical benches, known as the Sibelius benches, were installed in the park in 2015 as part of the celebration of the 150th anniversary of John Sibelius. When you sit on the benches, they start playing pieces of piano compositions for trees. Next to the park stands the Lyceum School where Sibelius studied. The Sibelius Park is a must-visit for music lovers and those looking to experience Helsinki's artistic and natural beauty. John Sibelius is the most notable composer in the history of Finnish music and one of the most influential men in Finnish culture. The core of his work is formed by his symphonies and symphonic poems, which extend from Carolingism and national romanticism to tonal experiments. He earned international interest already by the 1920s. The Sibelius Monument in Helsinki is a striking tribute to Finland's most famous composer, Jan Sibelius. Designed by Ila Hiltonen and unveiled in 1967, the sculpture consists of over 600 hollow steel pipes arranged in a wave-like pattern symbolizing the essence of Sibelius's music. Key features of the monument include an abstract design. The monument initially sparked debate due to its modern organ pipe-like structure, even though Sibelius composed little for the organ. To address the criticism, Hiltunen added a sculpture portrait of Sibelius next to the main sculpture. The sculpture measures 8.5 meters by 10.5 meters by 6.5 meters and weighs 24 tons. The monument is a must-visit for music lovers and art enthusiasts alike. Finnish architect brothers Timo and Tuomo Suomenlinna aren't shy about outlandishly innovative designs when designing buildings. Their most famous creation, the Temppeliaukio church, is hewn right into a solid rock formation. Step inside this enchanting building and soak in the palpable atmosphere of spiritual worship and calm reflection. Get entry tickets to the rock church from Tiqets. Helsinki is a hub for Scandinavian designs with unique boutiques and galleries. Marvel at the Uspensky Cathedral, Helsinki Cathedral, Temppeliaukio Church, all unique looking churches which tell the story of Finnish architecture. The Suomenlinna Sea Fortress is a UNESCO World Heritage Site with rich history and stunning views. Helsinki Central Station is a major railway station in Scandinavia and ranks only behind Copenhagen Central Station and Stockholm Central Station for busiest stations among Scandinavia nations. Visit the Sibelius Park and Monument located in the heart of the city, named after Finnish composer John Sibelius. Helsinki is a fascinating blend of Nordic charm, modern design, and coastal beauty. In my next vlog, I'll be visiting St. Petersburg, Russia.